Hello, humans. This is Doomkey reporting in, and today we're going to do something a little different. I'm sure you've never seen anything different on this channel before. We haven't hopped around from topic to topic like some sort of fucking madman who can't decide what to do. We're going to play with this. What is this? It's a really shitty sewing kit that I have. And this is actually my second time doing this, and I thought about making a video the first time I started, and then the needle broke, so I was like, oh, perfect. Now I'll just make the video, I guess. So let's get into the sewing. Okay, so this is going to be a really weird video to record because I need to have my chair in the view. So you're not going to see my face the whole time because you're going to see my hands while they do things. So let's go to my hands. Alright, so before we go into the the chair portion, right, we have to open up the sewing kit, which I got for like 12 bucks at Walmart. So it's really bad and it's going to be a disaster when I open it up because I closed it just to make this video, and when I opened it before, yep, that's what it looked like. And these things are all supposed to be on these pegs, so give me a second while I do that. Wow. Dang, look at that. It came out perfectly when I opened it the first time. My goodness, how beautiful. So to do this today, we're going to take one of these needles, which are too small, I already know, because I broke one, but these are the only ones I have. So we're just going to have to go with them and hope another one doesn't break on me while I do this video today. So my chair is black and red, so I'm going to use some black string for it. I'm not a professional at doing this. I want to clarify that right now before we really get into it, because I know probably not, but some channel might find me someday and be like, you're such an idiot. You don't know what you're doing when you're sewing. What are you doing? You're so stupid. Like, yeah, no, of course I don't, because I don't want to be a seamstress when I grow up. I just want to know how to do this good enough to fix my things. I fixed buttons before and stuff, so a chair is a bit of a new level for me. And I think the reason the needle broke last time is because the leather and the material is really thick to get through, so I was having to push really hard. So I like to start off by wetting the string a little bit, right? This little string, can you see it? I don't think my camera's, oh yeah, you can kind of see it there. Okay. So we wet the string, and then we had to push it through the eyelet. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And look at that, I did it, holy shit. Ah, fuck, I missed. Okay, we just had to push it through the eyelet. Look at that. Oh yeah. First try, baby. That was the first try, for sure. Okay, and then we want to give ourselves plenty of string to work with. And because I'm gonna like double up how much I'm gonna sew it through. Hopefully I can even. So I'm going to give myself a lot of string. I'm thinking like that much. Okay? Which might not be enough. It might be too, it's probably going to be too much. I always use too much, but it's better to have too much than not enough. Then you go to the end of the string, you cut it right here. This is a trick my dad taught me, so technically I'm not completely uneducated. Is where you have the needle at the end there, where it kind of loops around like that, you see? And then you have the two ends over here. And then you tie these two ends together. And then that's like how you create your end knot. And I don't know knots very well because I'm a stupid boy. So what I like to do is I just do a simple square knot like 15 times, and then it creates a nice thick end portion that doesn't come undone. And like I said, I fixed like pants and buttons before, and that it works really well for that, but I don't know how it's gonna work for this necessarily. Okay, so I think this is called a square knot. I actually don't know what it's called. Just like, I actually did it really well that time. Holy shit, usually it takes me like 20 tries to get the first one. Whew! I'm a pro, dude. Call me something that Mr. Seamster. Yeah, that seems like a good, shut the fuck up. Dylan, don't show this video to Kristen, because she's gonna say she already thinks I'm really dumb. So don't make her think I'm more dumb with this video, okay, please? Oh my god, you're so stupid. Why don't you just do a period knot, says the sewing channel on YouTube. If you just did the period knot, then it would be huge. It becomes double the size of the actual thread. We don't know how it works. Okay, so I have, oh shit. Okay, so I have my needle and thread ready now. We're gonna go over to the chair. I'm really hoping that this whole thing works out for me. So, cause I'm a fatty, I tore my chair, and it was a little bit better, I think, last week when I came home for my thing I was gone for, which is why I haven't uploaded any videos. It was a little bit better, and now in like the 3 day, like 3 days I've been home, it's gotten significantly worse. So that's why I'm trying to fix it now before it gets even worse. So the way I'm thinking I'm gonna do this, right? Let's tilt that down more. The way I'm thinking I'm gonna do this, right, is I'm gonna come in over here. I'm gonna start on this end and go over, and then I'm gonna try and do 2 or 3 times back and forth to really make that so strong for it. And I'm really worried the needle's gonna break again. I might need to go like to the store and get another new needle to make it all right, you know. But we'll see what happens. I might need one of these bad boys, which makes it so my fingers doesn't get hurt, you know. Bink, bink, bink. See, can't hurt myself. Well, I got that. Okay, so let's see about doing this. I'm really trying to set this up so that the video is good and that you guys are seeing this without making it so it's impossible for me to also do it. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, for the sake of YouTube fame, I'm going to be doing this in a way that's super uncomfortable for me, but makes it so you guys can see what happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in there, and I don't want to go through, because there's padding underneath here, right? It feels like there's like a bit of hardness, which might be where I broke the needle before. It feels like there's actually like a piece of plastic there. So I'm just gonna try and go through the leather right about here. Yeah, like right about there. And then I want to try and puncture it on this side where the stitching is, and then hopefully get kind of work the way it was when it was manufactured, right? I'm really hoping this works. If I can get it to work once, I can get it to work however many times I need it to, right? So I'm really worried I'm gonna fucking poke my finger. Good thing this kit came with 2 of these bad boys. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. No, ooh, did you see that? Did you see the needle bend? I don't know if you guys don't have like the best angle yet, even though I've tried to make this as good as possible. There we go. That's a bit better for you and far worse for me. Maybe what instead I should do is come in from this end, right? Where I want to come out. All right, that worked. Now you pull it all the way through, and the knot stopped. So that's awesome. The knot didn't go through, so that's really cool. Someone else showed me a different sewing technique a while back, and I honestly do not remember it, and I feel bad because I feel like that would really come in use here. Why don't you just buy a new chair? Oh my god, we're all so rich, right? Yeah, so I think that this is the way it's gonna have to work out. What I have noticed with a lot of sewing is sometimes it's just kind of figuring out what's gonna work. And I have not had that much experience. So a lot of you might be wondering, Doomkey, what the fuck are you doing in this video? Why are you making this video right now? And, you know, one, it's been a while since I made some content, and 2, you know, I'm hoping that maybe just doing one of these skills that I know very little about, but kind of know slightly, can just, you know, help out somebody out there. You know, maybe somebody else gets a torn chair, and they really don't want to buy a new one because the chair isn't that old. And they just don't want to invest that money in it. So, oh, fuck, you know what I did? Oh, fuck. And you know, so maybe once when they get around to hoping to fix the chair, they can find this video and then hey, look at that, you know? They can use this video to their own use. So now I'm worried because what I did here, right, is that that foam is still popping out, and now the leather is also still isn't completely closing together, which I don't like, but I think I'm gonna have to kind of just deal with it in that way. Yeah, I'm gonna, no, it's okay if they stay like that. So hopefully that doesn't become an issue later on. I mean, it regardless, it's better than the way it was, which was just, it was just gonna constantly be tearing. So, I mean, it is what it is sort of deal. I like, so the only real life sewing experience I've had has been, on human beings. I've done stitches and stuff, so that's as far as I have knowledge of. And I don't know if, I'd imagine humans and leather are similar, right? But humans heal, which is the main difference I'm going to be running into here, I think, is because, is that when you do stitches, or at least the way I was taught, is you go really close to the two skin areas that you're stitching together, because then it creates a better scar for the person to live with. But I don't know if it's better to push it even out actually more for like normal stitching, because it's not going to heal, it's not going to scar ever. It's going to be like this, it's going to be however I stitch it together. So I'm thinking that is one area that I'm kind of making a mistake with here. But that's okay. That's okay. I want this to last as long as possible. Like, if I can make this last another 5 years, that'd be awesome. Which I know what you're probably thinking. You're gonna make that last another 5 years? You never know. Maybe this will be a really good sew job. All right, I'm probably gonna go quiet for the rest of the video though, and just kind of zoom through this. So enjoy the music. All right, so I think I'm kind of done with the first row. I'm gonna go back over this way, or this way, and I'm feeling pretty good about this. It actually feels pretty sturdy. It feels good. It doesn't look good, but it feels good, and that's what matters for me. I'm just looking to get this to be good enough for the time being, right? And I'm hoping that this, I'm gonna kind of skip over this and probably even delete it or not include everything else from here, and I'm just gonna make a separate video. So I really hope that this part helped some people out, and maybe if you struggle with sewing or something, maybe even that first like step where I was showing you how to tie the stuff together or get the string through the eyelet or whatever else, I'm just hoping that this might have been able to help somebody. That was my main purpose of the video. So you'll see my face in probably like 20 minutes when I'm done doing this. I lied to you. The next time you see me won't be when you see my face, but instead when I finish up the stitch. As you can see, I did a few little things here. I tested some things out. Some things I think weren't good. I didn't reverse them, so hopefully they turn out all right anyway. So at the end, you cut the string off from the needle. I'm gonna put the needle back real quick. Always put your needles back where they go. And then at the end, I just kind of do the same thing that I did at the beginning, right? I'm gonna take the strings Separate them. Okay, so they're untwisted now. I have both strings in my hands. I'm just gonna do square knots, a bunch of them. And I wanted this to be untwisted. Sometimes I don't care about that as much if it's like with a button or something, but because this is such a high use area where this could very easily break again, I'm deciding to be careful. Sometimes I do surgical throws at the end like this, which is different, but I figured this might be better to actually do properly, or the way I think is properly. But then that's it. That's how you finish it off. You just knot it again, and then you can cut these two strings. And I'm going to try and cut them as close as possible to the end. So yeah, now you'll see my face. The chair feels exactly the same. Yeah, so I just wanted to make that video. One, I've been really jonesing to make a video. I just got back 3 days ago from my mission that I can't talk about, I don't think. And so I just really wanted to make a video, and I was gonna make a different one. Let me adjust this. I was gonna make a different one, but I didn't like it. There was no content at all. It was just me talking to the camera. So I feel like this was a lot better. And I hope that, like I said earlier, I really do hope that this helps out somebody in the future. That's the main purpose of me making this, is that hopefully somebody can get an idea of how to fix things. I'm not a professional, that's for sure. I'm a tinkerer. That's what I am. Like I fixed our coffee maker 4 weeks ago, something like that. And I think the art of fixing things has been lost on my generation specifically, and I think I would even say into the older generations as well now. I think that they have also become accustomed to just replacing things when they're broken. And I don't think things need to always just be replaced. I think things can be fixed before they can be replaced. So if I only get another year out of this chair, hey, that's pretty cool. Like, maybe it would have only lasted 6 months. I'll never know. But you know, if I can get another 2 to 5 years out of this, where if that chair would have stayed and I didn't fix it, and maybe that's what makes it so this chair can last that long, then in 6 months to a year, I would have had to have replaced this. There's no way it would have lasted that long with the progression of the tear from the way I saw it. You know, my fiance, she's kind of that mindset too, a little bit. When our coffee maker broke, she was like, let's just replace it, let's get a new one. And I was like, no, I'm gonna try and fix this. This was a gift for one, and it's an expensive coffee maker. I want it to last. She also kind of just wants a different one. She wants one that makes coffee faster, but that's beside the point. I like to fix things when they're broken. I've always at least tried to. I'm not professional. I don't always know what I'm doing, so I can't always fix everything, but if something's broken, you might as well give it a shot anyway, like this chair. I definitely didn't make it worse, I think. My fiance's laptop right now, the charger port doesn't work, or at least that's what I'm suspecting has happened. So I'm gonna try and buy a tool to open up her laptop to try and see if maybe it just a connection went bad. Maybe it needs some resoldering or something. But isn't that so much better than buying a whole new laptop? People nowadays are just so concerned with, it's broken, fix it. I mean, it's broken, replace it, replace it, replace it. And that's not always the case. Sometimes it can be a really simple fix. Like my PSP here, the battery blew up. I just need to buy a new battery for it. But I don't know, maybe if I was somebody else, I'd be like, oh, never mind, see you later, you know? I just think the art of fixing things is lost on many people nowadays. And I think it's a great skill to have. Even just that want to try to fix things, I think it's a really good value to have in somebody. It's not just it's broken, get rid of it, replace it. You know, that's how generations before us saved a ton of money. You know, instead of replacing your whole phone, go get the screen replaced because you cracked it, you know, or the battery replaced, whatever it is, you know. And that'll save you a ton of money. Let's say you crack your screen every 2 years, so you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go get a new phone then. Well, what, you just spent $1,000 nowadays with the current market? It's just silly. You're spending $1,000 every 2 years on something that is easily fixed, easily fixed. I almost said replaceable, but it's easily fixed. There's There's stores designed and made just to fix your phone, and you won't take it to them to fix it for $100? Why not? Whatever. I don't know. Hell, learn how to do it yourself. It's not that hard. It's just a bunch of tiny pieces, and you need like a space for it. It's not too difficult to fix most phones. iPhone's different. iPhone, their new lines and stuff, they don't want people fixing their phones. Apple wants you to buy a new phone. They don't want you to fix it. So that's different. I keep on going on these weird tangents. I should stop. I digress. The point of this video was to hopefully show you how to fix something if maybe you end up in the same situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a chair, it could be something else. And then you sit down and you do your best and hopefully it works, you know? And that's all you can hope for. So I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that maybe even just watching this video kind of gives you a little bit of insight that just because something's wrong with it doesn't mean it has to be thrown away or replaced. That you can try and fix it. Even if it's not a chair or a phone or a coffee maker, maybe it's something else. Maybe your chair broke. You know, give it a shot. If it's broken, what are you gonna do? You're gonna make it worse? If you're throwing it away and replacing it anyway, who cares? You might as well give it a shot. Maybe you'll learn something new about that chair, you know? And then you can fix the next chair that breaks. I don't know, that's the way I look at it. So everybody, thank you for checking out this strange video from Doomkey, and I'm signing off. The next time I come at you, I'll have a normal video. So, you know, you guys keep being human beings. I don't want any computers up in my videos. I don't like computers, except for the one I'm using. I trust this one. Bye.